Lovely. Right. I'll just give it 1 minute and then we'll do some translation. You're up first. Good. Let's get going. So, your connection is unstable. Why is that happening? Oh, well, never mind. Off we go. So,
Je viens de Luc.
Look at me. Don't take your eyes to the left. Don't do the diagonal thing. I've just given je viens de.
Not this one.
Lovely. Good. What form of a verb always comes after a preposition? Infinitive. So je viens de donner. Lovely. Off you go. So say for me, I've just given Luke.
Je viens de Luc donner.
No. So let's talk about this. Pronouns can go in places in sentences that nouns can't. How do you say I see Luke? How do you say I see Luke?
Je vois Luc.
Great. How do you say I see him?
Je le vois.
Gorgeous. We don't put nouns and pronouns in the same place. So in other words, I've just given him, je viens de lui donner, because you're not giving me, something to me. So je viens de lui donner, fine. But on this occasion, you're giving Luke. So next concept. I give Kieran a hug. What has been given? Kieran or the hug?
Kieran.
No, what is being given?
Oh, the hug.
So out of Kieran and the hug, I've just given Kieran a hug. What is direct and what is indirect?
The hug's direct.
That's it. In French, the direct will come before the indirect. So in English, you'll say, I've given him a number. Now, that's fine with the pronoun. Je viens de lui. I've just given him a number. Je viens de lui donner un numéro. That's fine. If it's I've given Luke a number, je viens de donner un numéro à Luke. Does that make sense? So if you've got a name, like a proper name, Luke, not or Kieran, you can't put it in the same word order. So if I said, so in other words, if you've got a pronoun, fine. I give John the money. Yeah, would be je donne l'argent à John. You go first with the direct and then the indirect. If you've got a pronoun, je lui donne l'argent, fine, you could pop the him first. Yep, because notice in English you can say, I give him the money, I give the money to him. We can kind of do both, can't we? So I'm saying in French, if you've got a name, okay, you actually naming the thing that you're giving something to indirectly, that comes after the direct. So say for me, I've just given him the number. Just say, I've just given him the number. Je viens de. Think about the him now. The him is now a pronoun, but are you giving him or are you giving something to him?
Something to him, so it's direct. So
No. What is being given, pardon me my mouthful, what is being given in the sentence that I give him the number, or I've just given him the number?
The number.
So do I need a le or a lui to represent him?
A lui.
Good man, because I'm not giving him to someone else. I'm giving something to him. So je viens de lui donner le numéro. No, good. If it was I've just given Luke the number, je viens de donner le numéro à Luke. All right? Good. So I've just given Luke the number he needs. Je viens de donner le numéro à Luke. How am I going to say that he needs?
This one.
Say for me, I need the tea. Say, I need the tea.
J'ai besoin de thé.
No, what comes after besoin? J'ai besoin.
Oh, j'ai besoin que.
No, that's doable, but not here. I need the cream. J'ai besoin de.
De la
Now, what do you need after besoin if you're going into this kind of sentence? Besoin takes.
preposition.
So say to me, I need the cream. Feminine cream. Say, I need the cream.
J'ai besoin de la crème.
Nice. Good sentence. So that was your brain doing the intellectual thing. Now do the smooth thing. Go through. J'ai besoin de la crème.
J'ai besoin de la crème.
Good man. Right. Now, how would you say the cream I need?
La crème. J'ai
No.
besoin.
I've said this to you before. The following things love direct situations with no. Okay, in the sentence, Luke buys the cake because I bought a shitload of cake for my neighbor last night. So, how do you say Luke buys the cake? Just say that sentence to me. Luke buys the cake.
Luc achète la gâteau.
Good, thank you. And thank you for your nice comment, Shoaib Anwar. In the verb Luc achète le gâteau, did we have any complication between Luc achète and then gâteau? Between achète and gâteau, did we have any complication, or did we just go Luc achète? Did it just go straight through? I'll make my point again. Between achète, okay, what's the verb in the sentence Luc achète le gâteau? What's the verb?
Achète.
Good man. And what's the object of the verb? What's being acheted? What's being bought?
The cake.
Great. Between those two words, achète and le gâteau, well, you know, there's two words in le gâteau, but between those two ideas, were there any words in the way?
No.
So when we talk about direct and indirect, that's what we bloody mean. We mean in a normal bloody sentence that there's no de or a or anything in the middle. Do you see what I'm saying? So Luc achète le gâteau, that's direct. What is being acheted? What's being bought? The gâteau. So you can use a que. How do you say the cake? The cake Luke buys. The cake Luke buys.
La gâteau. Oh no, le gâteau que
Mm,
Luc achète.
good. In the sentence j'ai besoin de la crème, I need the cream, or j'ai besoin du gâteau, we could have done. What was the verb to need?
This one.
Admittedly, a phrasal verb. Yeah, avoir besoin de, but don't let that complicate you. I could just as well have said, I talk about the cream. Oh, it's an amazing cream. It makes your hands ever so soft. How would you say, I talk about the cream? Je parle de
La crème.
Gorgeous.
De la crème.
De la crème. In the sentence, I talk about the cream, let's do that because I think people always think this is something to do with Buzzman, and it's nothing to do with Buzzman. It's to do with the fact that Buzzman uses de. In je parle de la crème, what was the verb? Good. And what was parled? The crème. Did we go directly from parler to la crème, or did we have a preposition in the way?
The preposition in the way.
Good. So when you have a preposition in the way, you can't be using que. Period. Full stop. If you've got, so the following are things that happen. The following are things that happen that you can't do if you've got a verb which uses an a or a de. So, for example, Luc achète le pain. I think I did a video called 15 sentences that will teach you everything you need to know about different ways of using relative pronouns. I'm going to have a little look. In a second. I'll have a look. So, Luc achète le pain que Luc achète, que Luc l'achète, Luc buys it. I know what Luc's buying. Je sais ce que Luc achète. In other words, que, le l'aller, ce que, all of those things that you know, you can wave them goodbye when your verb uses an a or a de. Not one of them can be used. So if I say crème, I need the cream. Okay. I'm just teaching right now, Shoaib Anwar, a little bit of manners. To very quickly answer your second question. No, I'm not going to reward bad manners. I'll deal with you when I've dealt with them. I'll deal with you when I've dealt with them. You know what I'm doing right now. But good question, but not right now. So in other words, if you've got any, in other words, if your verb isn't just a basic verb. In other words, if it's got an a and a de with it, you can't use que, you can't use le la le, you can't use ce que. Okay. I will carry on. I don't need your permission. You can't do these things. So, for example, I eat the cake. Je mange le gâteau. Okay. The cake I eat, le gâteau que je mange. I eat it. Je le mange. You know, Kieran likes what I'm eating. You know, Kieran aime ce que je mange. All of those little nuggety things there are all gone. If I then use, for example, I talk about the cake. So je parle, let's make it une tarte, and then you can hear it better with the feminine. So je parle de la tarte. Yeah, we needed a preposition in there. Are we in agreement that there's a preposition there? Yeah, je parle de la tarte. The cake I need, you can't, the cake I talk about, you can't say la tarte que je, no, la tarte dont, yeah, D-O-N-T, agreed? Yeah, so que, between two ideas, when it's a de verb, needs to become dont. So I buy the bread, j'achète le pain. The bread I buy, le pain que j'achète. I need the bread, j'ai besoin du pain. The bread I need, le pain dont j'ai besoin. Yeah. Your next one down, I buy it, je l'achète. That's fine. I can use a le because it's a direct verb. If my verb uses de, can't use le la le. Got to use on, en. J'en achète. Yeah, you know, no, sorry, ignore me. I talk about it, j'en parle. Yeah, I need it, j'en ai besoin. You can't use que, ce que, and le la le for things that have got prepositions like de and at in them. Your next one. I know what, Kieran. I know. Yes, you can use j'en achète, Shoaib, but the fact is when you use on with a verb that can use, if you use on with a verb which doesn't have a de or an a, the meaning changes. It means I buy one of them or I buy some. Whereas if you use it with a verb that uses a de or an a, well, with the de, it means it. Not exclusively, but most of the time. So, for example, okay, Kieran, the following verb, se débarrasser de, to get rid of. Does it contain de in the verb?
Yes.
So if I said does it contain de in the verb? Yeah. So if I wanted to say I get rid of it, je m'en débarrasse. I can't use le la le. I can't do that. If I said Kieran knows what I'm getting rid of, can I use ce que if my verb contains de?
No.
I've got to use ce dont. Ce dont. Just, you know, Kieran says ce dont je me débarrasse. Can I use le la le in the middle? No. En. The same with an a. What are the equivalents with an a? What do I use? So if I said I'm thinking of the situation, je pense à la situation. So was that a direct situation, or did we have a preposition between my verb and my thing?
There's prepositions.
And which preposition was it, Kieran? De or a? Good. Listen to all the rules. So again, no more que, no more le la le, no more ce que. We swap them this time for. So I'm thinking of it. J'y pense. I swap it for the letter Y instead of le la le. Yeah. The you know, what I'm thinking of. You know, ce à quoi je pense. You know, and all of this kind of business. So in other words, que, le la le, ce que, that you know very, very commonly cannot be used if your verb is it's going to do this. Now, give me just 1 second, guys. I'm just going to see if I can find you where that video was, because I did do a video that talked about, if I can find it, channel, your channel, videos, being a bit slow. How far back would that have been? ABC phrasals in different tenses and a walk. No. Using quiconque. Godly, you're a source of information. 5-point power plan to never forget French. Okay. Is that it? I think it might be that. I think it's that, actually, the 5-point power plan one. Let's just have a little look. Where are we? I think it's, let me just have a little look, see. Let's just have a little look, see. I'll know by looking underneath. Je saurai parce que je vais regarder en dessous. Go on, load. Oh no, crap, it's not that. There. I'll just try and find this because this is absolutely essential. Let's try a relative pronoun search. Where is it? Something like 5 ways of checking that you can use all verbs. I swear sometimes YouTube just randomly removes videos. ABC phrasals in different tenses and a walk. No, what's that? 5-point. All the nice ways is quiconque, secours, le passé intérieur, verbs of perception, 15 sentences. I'll look for it. Basically, if you don't understand, guys, anybody watching, if you don't understand, so j'ai besoin de la crème. So what I teach is this. I teach the following 3 sentences. Je mange le pain, or something to that effect. J'achète, je pense à la solution, and j'ai besoin de la crème. All right. So the fact is, if you say those 3 sentences, then you've got to work your way down. So then you do them with a pronoun. So je mange le pain, je le mange. Je pense à la situation, j'y pense. J'ai besoin de la crème. J'ai besoin de la crème, j'en ai besoin. Then you use the what. So then you'd say, what I'm buying, you know, what I'm eating, ce que je mange, ce dont j'ai besoin, ce à quoi je pense. So you sort of have a version of each of those sentences. I'll find that video. So if anybody just emails me and goes, Luke, can you find me that master video on that? Just email me and I'll send you the video. Right, good, Kieran, carry on. Luke needs to find a video and it's frustrating. Luke needs to find a video and it's frustrating. Off you go. Go. Luke needs to. That's it. Luke needs to. That's it. What form of a verb comes after de, Kieran? Look at me. What form of a verb comes after a preposition? Always.
Infinitive.
Good. What's the verb to find? Off you go. Say it smoothly. Luke needs to find a video.
Luc a besoin de trouver une vidéo.
Good. Close your mouth. Luc a besoin de trouver une vidéo. Off you go.
Luc a besoin de trouver une vidéo.
Good. It's frustrating. Do we know the trick? Go again. I think that sounded very good. Good boy, and it had a nice accent. Do we know the trick? When you have an Asian word, I don't mean Asia, the continent. I mean a word in English which ends in the sound Asian, like communication, masturbation, elimination, you know, that's about it, really. No, there's loads, obviously. If you have Shoaib, can I just ask you to stop typing junk and just listen to the lesson? Would that be all right, please? Thank you. So, if you have an Asian word, communication, what's the verb that gives? So how would you pronounce communication in French?
Communication.
Good lad. So we take communication. We then take ation and we remove the ation bit and we swap it for an A. So what's the verb to communicate? I'll say what I just said again. You swap ation and you swap it for...
An A, so communicate.
I don't mean the letter A, I mean the sound A.
Communication.
Listen to Lukey. You remove ation and you stick on an A. Did you hear me clearly? Yep. What do you do, Kieran? What do you do?
Remove the ation.
You remove the ation. So am I going to hear it if I've removed it?
No, so
Off you go.
Communicate.
Kieran, you're smarter than this. Good God. Say the word communication.
Communication.
Nice. Say that word back to me, removing only the ation. Every other sound will remain.
Communicate.
No, it would be communique, wouldn't it? Yeah, communique. Yeah, yeah. And what would communique be if you popped an A on after that?
Communicate.
Good. The clue is in the clue is in the clue is in the clue. Take elimination. Say for me, elimination, elimination.
Elimination.
Good. Remove the ation and swap it for an A. What would I be left with?
Eliminate.
Good. Stop reading. Do it on the sound. Contamination. 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 What would the verb be?
Contaminate.
Good man. Frustration. 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 What would the verb be?
Frustré.
I told you to do what with action?
Frustré.
Save me. Frustration.
Frustration.
Good. Only remove the action. What am I left with?
Frustré.
Do it with this. Dude. You're not a dumbass. Listen to me. You're removing action. It's gone. Cut it off. Bollocks in Game of Thrones. Yeah. Theon Greyjoy's dick. It's going. It's gone. It won't be there. Save me. Frustration. Save me normally. Frustration.
Frustration.
Good boy. Now say that word back to me without the action. Everything else in the word that was just up to the bit of action you can say, but not the action. Am I clear? Go.
Frust.
Good boy. Thank you. Now add on the bloody A on the end, and what do we get?
Frustré.
No, you just gave me frustre. Frustre. Look, do you say in English? Do you say frustration or frustra? Do you say frustration? There's an R there. So frustre. Upset me. Frustré.
Frustré.
Good man. Now we come on to another lesson, which is we know how to make an A into an ing. What, please, in French, Kieran, is the word for interested? Intéressant.
Intéressant.
No, I didn't ask for interesting. I asked for interested.
Oh, intéressé.
Good. I'm interesting and you're interested. Now, so you're interesting as well and I'm interested, but say for me. So say for me. So now say for me interesting.
Intéressant.
Good. Say for me tiring.
Fatigant.
No. Look at me. Same verb. Intéressant, intéressé. We're swapping ANT for E and acute. Say for me tired. Say for me I'm tired. Just be fatigué.
Je suis fatigué.
Good. What's the difference in sound between intéressant and intéressé? What's the sound? Describe what happened with the sound there. Don't give me the letters. Describe with the sound what happened.
The on becomes.
Say it again.
The on becomes an A.
Good. Say for me tired. Fatigué.
Fatigué.
Good. Do the reverse thing. What would that become if it was tiring?
Fatigant.
There you go. See how easy it is. The on becomes an A. What's the word for frustration in French? Frustration. Yeah. What's the verb that we can make from it to frustrate? Frustré. And how would we therefore make it into an ing? An A becomes an on. Give me what you said originally, but make sure you know why. How would you say frustrating? Frustrant.
Frustrant.
That's it. That's what we do, people. So if you want to find a good bit of vocabulary, and you're not sure, find an A-T-I-O-N word and make it a verb. Good. Move on, Kieran. So say for me, sometimes I think YouTube removes certain videos. Sometimes I think YouTube removes certain videos.
Quelquefois, YouTube.
I think YouTube removes certain videos.
Je pense YouTube.
Excuse me. Who's
Je
doing
pense
this?
que YouTube-
That's it. You need je pense que. Je pense que YouTube removes on. Enlève. Enlève.
Okay, enlève.
Certain videos. No, certain videos.
Certain.
Feminine, feminine, feminine.
Certain.
What nationality is Barack Obama?
American.
Good. How would you say American?
American.
No, that was his wife. Say for me American. American.
American.
Kieran, what's the word for my hand? How do you say my hand? What's the word for a hand? La main.
La marche.
No.
No.
La main. Okay, what's the word for tomorrow? Kieran, demain.
Demain.
Good, spell it for me.
D-E-M-A-I-N.
Good, lad. What's the word for a week, Kieran?
Une semaine.
Spell it for me.
S-E-M-A-I-N.
No, that's it. So we've got demain, semaine. Why did we change the un to an N? An N or an M with a vowel after it, or a double N or a double M with a vowel after it, makes it a higher vowel sound in the first place. So Barack Obama is American, allegedly, although Trump was trying to tell us that he wasn't. Queen Michelle is Americaine. If somebody were Italian, pardon me, what would the feminine be?
Italian.
Good. Certain, what would the feminine be?
Certain.
Good. Now, certain is a clever adjective in French because it can either be certain, like, so un homme certain is a man who's sure of what he wants. Un certain homme is a certain man. I'm looking for a certain, so it's one of those adjectives which can go before. So certain people think that Luke is an asshole. Good. Certaines personnes. Yeah. Luke is one of the people that thinks that Luke is an asshole. Proud of it. So certaines personnes. So if you use the word certain before your noun, like certain situations or certain meetings, or you need to be gender appropriate. So certains garçons, certain boys were found, smoking weed in the field. Certaines filles, certain girls, were the ones that sold them the weed. Good, lovely, lovely, lovely. So, yeah, move on. So American, what's American? Masculine,
American.
Feminine,
American.
Canadian.
Canadian.
Indian.
Indian.
Indian. Okay, so there's another example, Kieran. So what are the first two letters of the word Indian in French?
I-N.
Good. And what's the next letter? Indian. A D, yeah? Is a D a vowel?
No.
How do you pronounce the word wine in French? V-I-N.
Vin.
Good. So vin is like un. If, however, I had I-N-I or I-N-E, okay, so what's the word for cinema in French?
Cinema.
So we've got an I and an N again, only this time we didn't pronounce it cinema because what letter came after the N, Kieran?
E,
It's actually with an acute, which the acute doesn't make a difference, but yes. So Could you pronounce the word for me? Important. How do you say important?
Important.
Good. I am. How would you say cemetery, cimetière, or how would you say immortal, immortel? Because you've got I double M O. So N and M have a vowel, or double N and double M have a vowel after them. You need to change the previous vowel to make it higher. Yeah. So this is a really old word, and I apologize to anybody that's like offended by this word, because we shouldn't use this word now. But dwarf, yeah. So as in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, or the old word for a little person. And although that doesn't particularly seem, offend, that seems a bit odd, little rather than shorter. But yeah, so the word in French is un nain, N-A-I-N, a female dwarf, une naine. Yeah, because there's an E on the end. Good. Excellent. Luke bought lots of cakes yesterday for his neighbors. My neighbors are a mixture of male and female. What's the word for neighbor, Kieran?
Voisin.
Good. How do you spell voisin for me, Kieran?
S.
I-N. I-N.
I-N.
Yeah. How do you say neighbor if it's female, Kieran?
Voisin.
Excuse me? Don't be lazy. What did an I and an N come when it got feminine? It went up. So not voisin, voisin.
Voisin.
Don't talk bollocks. What did I say? When there's a vowel after an N, the previous vowel goes higher. It doesn't change syllables. So say for me, what word did we talk about already today when we had an N with a vowel after it? What was the pronunciation of the word? Okay. How do you pronounce the end, as in F-I-N? How do you pronounce F-I-N? La fin.
How do I pronounce F-I-N?
Yeah, just F-I-N, the end, la fin.
La fin.
Good man. La fin. How would I pronounce the verb to finish? Fin.
Fini.
Ah, do we not also have an F-I-N? But what comes after the N?
Vowel.
A vowel, an I. Yeah, all right. So in other words, voisin has got an I-N. So you've just told me quite successfully that I-N plus a vowel goes to E. Yeah. So A-I-N and I-N are different. And, a. So are the same. I-N goes to A and A-I-N goes to A. But when you pop a vowel after them, they have different pronunciations. I-N goes to een and A-I-N goes to N. All right. Good.
Okay.
No, you don't bloody listen. IN goes to what? Claire, can you turn your microphone off because it keeps cutting with you? Thank you, my love. I'm with you in just a second. So IN, listen, what happened to voisin? So what happened to la fin? So what was the word for finish? Say the word for finish for me one more time.
Fini.
Good. So what vowel did we? What vowel does that start with? It starts with a.
An I. The first vowel.
The sound of the verb. Susan, microphone off. The sound of finir. What's the first vowel? The sound. Good man. So a goes to een. Agreed? Fin.
Yeah.
Are we in agreement? What was the word for masculine American? American.
American.
And what was the name for a feminine American?
American.
So a, when it's A-I-N, goes to N, and A-I-N goes to een. Agreed?
Yeah.
One more time. A-I-N when it's masculine, A, when it's feminine, N. When it's feminine, A, same sound but with an I-N. What's the feminine that an I-N goes to? Goes to E.
E-N.
Dude, I'm not going to go over it again. No, I didn't ask that. I'm pissed off. I'm genuinely cross. What's the word F-I-N? What's the word for end? La fin.
La fin.
Good man. And how did we agree for the sixth time that we pronounced the word finish?
Fini. So fini.
Yeah, so, thank you. Yeah, but fiend. Okay, I'm just going to say this again. I stress again. IN goes to EEN, AIN goes to N when they go feminine. One more time. IN, when it gains an E or in any of the vowel, goes to EEN. What sound does it go to, Kieran?
in,
Good lad. AIN, what sound does it go to when it goes feminine? It goes to E. That's it. 2 sounds to remember, people. Good. So female neighbor, if it's IN gaining a vowel, what's it going to get? What's the pronunciation of a female neighbor?
voisin,
Oh my fucking God, go away. IN goes to EEN. AIN goes to N.
voisin,
Oh my God. Hallelujah. 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 Good. So the female neighbor would be a voisine. Good. I know it's annoying because voisin and Américain, but it's just quite clear. IN shit when it goes feminine. IN plus a vowel is EEN. And AIN when it goes feminine goes to N. Good. A hand. MAIN. How do you pronounce a hand? Masculine. Masculine. It isn't a masculine word, but it's not got any letters off it. It's just MAIN. How am I going to pronounce that? Good man. That's all it is. Good man. No pun intended. Ha ha ha. Good. If I had, okay, the word for healthy is SAIN. Would you please pronounce that for me?
sa,
Nice. The word for feminine healthy, you guessed it, is SAINE. So we're adding the E to AIN, not to IN now, to AIN. Think of American if necessary. Think of female American if necessary. So what's that then? So sa and the feminine is?
sen,
Yay! Yeah. So, however, IEN, yeah, another one, there's a third one. That will go to yen. Yeah, it's the third one for you. So you've got AIN goes to N, IN goes to EEN, and IEN, yeah, goes to yen. You've already done that quite successfully with Italian. So Claire, she's up next. She's Australian. Okay, she's a female Australian. What's the word for a masculine Australian?
Australia,
Good. Our Claire Bear, though, she's female.
Australienne,
Good. Presmek, I don't know what your name is. You won't learn a British accent from me. All you'll learn is swear words. But welcome. You're very welcome. Good. Good. Good, Kieran. Good job. I'm going over to Claire. I'm going over to Claire. I'm going over to Claire. I might come back to you, Kieran, so stay close. Good. Claire, are you there, my love? Claire, are you there? Microphone off. Microphone back on, if that's all right.
Sorry, I'm trying to do this on the phone and it's different to the computer.
Yeah, that's right. The sound sounds good. Good. So save me. I am trying to do it on the phone. I'm trying to do it on the phone.
Je le sais.
I'm trying. What's the verb to try?
Essayer.
Give me. I'm trying.
J'essayais.
Why aren't we conjugating it?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm saying,
I'm trying. Go present tense. I know. I don't need the narrative. I'm trying. Go on present tense. Good. So this is what happens. So this is what happens to people. They hear an it, and they've gotten quite good. So I do, je fais, I do it, je le fais. They want to shove in the le. Are you trying it, Claire? Which would be je l'essaie, or are you trying to do? So how do you say I'm trying to do? I did it, Claire. I'm trying to do. How do you say I'm trying to do? J'essaie.
J'essaie faire.
No. What do we agree comes after essayer? Essayer. That's it.
J'essaie de faire.
Nice joining up. Now you've just done something with the brain. So say it for me 3 times so the mouth will store what you've just done with the brain. J'essaie de faire. J'essaie de faire. 3 times. Go.
J'essaie de faire. J'essaie de faire. J'essaie de faire.
Very nice joining. Very nice joining indeed. Now.
J'essaie de le faire.
Very nice joining. Go through again 3 times. Good job.
J'essaie de le faire, j'essaie de le faire, j'essaie de le faire.
However, at speed, this is what always happens. People's vowels go to shit. What is the word for DE? Duh. Yeah? What is the word for LE? Le. So somehow we've come up with this, say, delle. Delle is an Italian combination of, of a preposition and the article in Italian. Yeah? Yeah. No, it's de le. J'essaie de le faire. Say, j'essaie de le faire.
J'essaie de le faire.
Good.
J'essaie de le faire.
Good, okay.
J'essaie de le
On the phone. How do you say on the phone?
Sur le téléphone.
That would be physically on top of it.
Or Alec.
Oh, yeah. Telephone.
Oh, téléphone.
Okay, good. Good. I heard a cat. So if you go, I heard a cat.
Sorry. J'ai entendu.
I heard, past tense.
J'ai entendu un chat.
Good. Make it smooth.
J'ai entendu un chat.
No, Jay's got an auxiliary. I heard a cat.
J'ai entendu un chat. J'ai entendu un chat.
Do you want me to cut that cat into 2 pieces?
Sorry.
Do you? Would you enjoy that? Would you like to see that? Is that something that would make you happy? No. Do you think I like to see my little kitty of a sentence divided into 2 people? No, it's just as barbaric and hideous. So can you give me that sentence in one go? I heard a cat.
J'ai entendu un chat.
Good. Is it une chat or un chat? Yeah. Is it
C'est un chat.
good?
It's a
No,
good
no,
female.
it is, but no, but I mean the word for a cat. Is it un chat or une chat?
Un chat.
Good. So a feminine cat is une chat. But if you're talking generally about a cat, I strongly recommend you say un chat. Without being vulgar, une chat is also, whilst it isn't the correct terms, it's like saying, I suppose it's like the word bitch. If you're talking dogs, is it a dog or a bitch? But the word bitch obviously has another meaning. Une chat, at the risk of being crude, is pussy in the sexualized sense.
Right.
So let's just call her un chat. All right. Good. Good. And also, when I heard her, I didn't know what gender she was. She said to me, I heard a cat. J'ai entendu un chat.
J'ai entendu un chat.
That's a joined up sentence, Claire Bear. That's nice. Yeah, we don't need divided up the sentence. Good. Okay. My neighbor Phil, he is practically obsessed with them. Talking about cats. My neighbor Phil, he's practically obsessed with them.
Mon voisin.
Excuse me. Poor Kieran has just gone under the spotlight.
Oh,
What's the bloody masculine word for a neighbor?
voisin.
Good. If you've said mon for a start, I know you're thinking neighbor. Also, his name's Phil. So, sorry, woke, gender, non-binary lot, but in my mind, if his name's Phil, he's probably identifying as male. So the fact is, mon voisin. Off you go. My neighbor Phil is practically obsessed with cats.
Sorry. Mon voisin.
Phil?
Phil, c'est totalement obsédé avec le chat.
Pause. This is a mess. My neighbor Phil is... What's the word for is? Good.
Sorry.
Listen, people, listen to Lukey, listen to Lukey, listen to Lukey. It's very nice to use say if you are talking about a thing out of nowhere. So if you say something, say whatever, that's fine. There's a big, massive, huge bit of grammatical difference between ile and say. I've done one video on it. I'm really due another video on it. I'm really due another video on it. In short, here's how it works. With a person, you can use both. If you are talking about an adjective, it's nicer to use il est. And if you're talking about a noun, it's nicer to use say. So Luke, he's a teacher. Il est professeur. C'est un professeur. If you are talking about like an object which isn't a human being, okay? So the cat is whatever. Don't always feel, guys, that you've got to go le chat c'est, because the grammar involved when you use say changes crap. So in other words, don't be afraid to remember that the verb to be is ESTA. It doesn't come from a bad place that you guys are like, tu vois, la situation, c'est facile. But don't. It's there are times that will be wrong. All right, so I will do a video on that. But in other words, Claire, if I say is, I want a, not say. All right, good. So my neighbor Phil. In other words, to be very specific, the only time you can use say about a human being is if you were then following it with a noun. So my neighbor Phil, he's a guy who is obsessed with cats. Fine. Mon voisin Phil, c'est un mec qui est obsédé. That you could do. But my neighbor is mon voisin. You know, or you could use il est, come in with an il est, but you can't use say unless you then had a noun for a person. All right. So I'll do a big video on that soon. So say for me, my neighbor is obsessed. So I just want to plain old A. My neighbor is obsessed with cats.
Mon voisin est obsédé avec le chat.
Good. So mon voisin est obsédé, obsédé avec le chat. Okay. I keep saying to him. What verb do I want to use for I keep saying? Hang on, I'm just going to slide under the coffee table. This might kill everything. Hang on. Oh god, the chair's. Hang on. Ugh. Slide the seat back. Here we go. Oh. Human beings have been given birth to with greater ease than that. Just good. So off you go. So say for me, I keep telling him. So I keep telling him.
Je tiens lui dire.
Tian is hold. What's the verb to keep doing something? Clue, it's the same as it is in English. In another way of saying, I continue. Yeah? Yeah.
Continue.
So what? Good. That's it. And what comes after continue? It needs a preposition. Continue. That's right. Now you can, in all honesty, do both. You can do continue and you can do continue de. I personally like continue a. Okay. So yeah. So say for me, I keep telling him, je
continue à
but Claire, we are beyond giving infinitives. Je is an I continue as the present tense. We know how to conjugate. Up you go. I keep telling him.
Je continue. Sorry.
That sounded gorgeous. Keep going.
Je continue à lui dire.
Good job. Notice people, Claire used a lui because I'm not telling him. I'm telling something to him. Quick reminder, guys. I've done a video on this as well. If you just go to my channel and type dire. Again, I think this one needs a recap. Somebody WhatsApp me that knows me on WhatsApp and send me a WhatsApp saying, can you remember to do the dire parler video? But basically, here's how it works. Speak and talk is parler and dire is say and tell. So rather annoyingly, but rather cutely, there's an S and a T word for both of them. But rather than thinking, oh, in English, say, that's dire. Talk, that's parler. Speak, that's parler. Tell, that's dire. Parler is the act of talking. I wouldn't know. I'm as quiet as a mouse. Parler is the act. I am actually when I'm not teaching. I'm sick of my own voice by the end of the day. Parler is the act of talking, and dire is a quotational, a citational act. So if Claire says the sentence, Luke, I told you, it would mean she told me something. So you only ever say or tell if you then have something that you're saying or telling. You can't say, in other words, it's transitive. You can't say Claire was saying. You can say Claire was telling me, but only if I knew what it was. Hey, did you hear that, Claire's been, nominated for doing this charity work, whatever. Yay, she was telling me the thing that she's done. What were you doing earlier? Oh, Claire and I, we were talking. Fine. That's just the basic act. So don't be like, oh, speak is parler, talk is parler, say is dire, tell is dire. If you're quoting some shit, you're telling us what was actually said, then you need dire. Yeah, good. So lovely. So I keep telling him, je continue à lui dire, because here I'm about to tell you what I keep telling him, Or it could be, yeah, I keep telling him, as in that he needs a cat. Je continue à lui dire, because I've just told you what I'm saying, all right? So in other words, dire is this, quotes, and parler is this. So I keep telling him, Claire, That he needs a cat. That he needs a cat.
qu'il a besoin de...
Que is lovely. Well done. Well done. I love that. But que is que. I used to say in slightly less politically correct times, and I could mean a man as well as a woman. I used to say C is a lady and que is a whore. But that sounds a bit sex shaming. We don't do sex shaming. Sexual activity is nothing to be, no one's naughty for doing that. And I'm not saying a woman is a whore for having sex. But the joke was in language teaching that que will join with any old word. Que un il, qu'il, que un elle, quel, que un on, quand can sometimes be que l'on, depends. Whereas C only has one man. S'il. C and L, ciel. C and on, Sion. Yeah. Whereas que will bloody join with, que will join with any vowel, really. So lovely. So lovely. Good. Moving on, Claire, we're good. I don't understand why he doesn't want to buy one. I don't understand why he doesn't want to buy one.
Je ne comprends pas pourquoi.
Don't read. Don't read. Could you please say for me in French? Well, here's an idea. When I say don't read, what I really should say is don't read shitly. Because if somebody read it well, Claire, how do you pronounce en in French? Like in French. Oh. Nice. So if we read the word to understand, COMPRENDDS, depending what depending whether it's a je or tu, etc. Yeah. Lovely. So there's an en. So how do we pronounce an en? If I was to grab poor little Kieran back and say, Kieran, how do we pronounce en? Kieran, we hope, would go, oh, an n. I need to be careful, Luke. Because if I have an n word and I was to then pop an e or an I after the n word, Kieran, after the letter n, Kieran would go, Luke, that means that the previous vowel goes higher. So if I had ene, such as in the word energy, Claire, how would I pronounce energy in French? Go on.
No.
I wish you'd listen, all of you. My God, listen to Auntie Lukey. I'm getting so bored of this shit.
Énergie.
Don't get anywhere by process of elimination. That's dumb learning. Listen to Lukey. My God, you dipsticks, the lot of you need shooting. If your word and violence is wrong, buying a gun is a dick shit thing to do, and I'm not condoning violence. E-N, on, I-N, A-I-N-A. So, but if I then added a vowel to E-N, N, it goes higher. So yes, they've all got their specific ones. A-I-N with an E, N. A-I-N-E. I-N with an N, with a vowel, een. I-E-N, yen, feminine, yen. E-N. So for example, in French, en français, yeah, envoyer, to send, envoyer, yeah. To energize, energy, energy, good, good. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right, good. So carry on. I don't understand. Je ne comprends
pas.
Lovely. So say that again, because the last time it was wrong and now it was beautiful. So say it for me a few times. Je ne comprends pas.
Je ne comprends pas. Je ne comprends pas.
Lovely. Why he doesn't want to buy one? Why he doesn't want to buy one? But Claire, we're getting a little bit. No, I've now got the lovely Roshni. Some of you might have seen Roshni on here on a Sunday. I have a waiting list. I'm sorry if people have emailed me, but I don't have that many spaces left. Roshni wanted some private tuition. She can't do it every week, but she's done it from time to time. The lovely Roshni has got the most crystal clear English because she's a first language Hindu speaker. And my God, there aren't clearer consonants on the planet. There are not clearer consonants on the planet. But the fact is, she makes the Queen sound like she's from a council estate. But the fact is, actually, do you know what? There are a few council estates around Victoria, to be honest with you. But the fact is, and to be fair, it's the same thing because, they're both kept by the government. So let's be honest, much as I love Liz, but, she is. It's like a big council estate, isn't it, Buckingham Palace? So, but the fact is, Roshni has been working with me now, and she doesn't sound dub. All piss take accents are really useful. Learn from them. When people take the piss out of French, what do we do? Hon, he, hon, he, hon. It's a clever strategy because it makes you go, oh, to sound French, I need to slide my vowels around. Yeah. You know, so in other words, Claire, I don't want you to sound Hindu. So can you not speak to me unless you're a Hindi speaker? Can you not speak to me in dub, 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 dub? Can you give me a smooth rhythm, Claire? Off you go. I don't understand why he, let's say, I don't understand why he doesn't want to buy one. I don't understand why he doesn't want to buy one. Off you go.
Je ne comprends pas pourquoi il ne veut pas en acheter.
Flawless from beginning to end. Now, join the dots together because I didn't ask you to translate. I don't understand why he doesn't want to buy one. I gave you, I don't understand why he doesn't want to buy one. Well done. Well done. So put it all together. Je ne comprends pas. So if I was saying this honestly, I don't mean this at all patronizingly. My God, I can't do what you guys do for jobs. I'm not being patronizing. But if I said, ouais, tu vois, je comprends pas pourquoi il veut pas en acheter, or il veut pas en acheter un, that's the speed I'd say it at. So we as a minimum need to be, ouais, je ne comprends pas pourquoi il ne veut pas en acheter. We need at least a bit of slide. Or, je ne comprends pas pourquoi il ne veut pas en acheter. So have a little go, Claire, as slowly as you want, but all joined up. Up you go, je ne comprends pas pourquoi il ne veut pas en acheter.
Je ne comprends pas pourquoi il...
No, but, it's a slide, go.
Je ne comprends pas.
But India wants its voice back, and they do it better than you, Claire. Go.
Je ne comprends pas pourquoi il ne veut pas en acheter.
Do this to me, Claire. Go. No. The sound vanished. You managed a second, and then the sound went. Keep it going. All of you, where you are, not if you're online. Don't do it, Kieran, because it'll pull the focus. But can you all just go? Like all up. Yeah, just go. Go on. Go on, Claire. You. Don't let it go. Solidly. Look, I don't need you to be like, la. We're not singing. You know, there's no vibrato. You know, it's not like, ah, but just go, like just like a long note. Go on. That's it. Good. I'm giving you another note. La. Do a longer one. Go higher. Nice voice. La. Good. No, it's wobbling. Why is it wobbling?
That wavered.
I know. Go on. Good. Look at this. French vowels. Look. E. Let's make them all last five. E. U. Vowels in French can last. So when we do a sentence, all we're doing is we're singing a line of music and we're putting them together. It's not est-ce que tu veux danser avec moi? Est-ce que tu veux danser avec moi? Which is going to become est-ce que tu veux danser avec moi? But the whole thing is like singing a line. So if you sort of half sing. So where do we press from when we sing? The bloody diaphragm. Rather than Has anybody heard that? Oh my gosh, I would rather hear a bunch of kittens being boiled alive, than, which is often a similar sound, to hear children singing. And people go, isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? No, it's pitchy as fuck. Like, oh my God, sing properly. I can't stand it. My daughter be like, no, they're a semitone down. But the fact is, where you sing from properly when you're not a child is this place here. Yeah, this place that's here. So when you speak French, guys, if you absolutely want to radicalize your French, press from this place. Yeah. Yeah, this sternum. So if you just go, so if you did it in English, hi, my name's Luke. You'd sound like a porn star. Hi, my name's Luke, and you can contact me on Logic Language Learning. That's what it does to English. It sounds stupid in English. But if you press there, salut, je m'appelle Luc, press from there. All of you just turn into porn stars and just go, porn is bad. Okay, just go, salut, and sing for me. Go, salut. Claire, you go. That's nice. That's it. That's lovely. Good. So any French sentence that you say when you join them up, that's what it's going to do. Salut. Da, 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 da. Push from there. Good, Claire. Keep going. Luke wants me to use my voice when I speak in French. Luke wants me to use my voice when I speak in French. No. Claire, you're a beautiful woman, but the fact is that ship sailed. It was brief, it was intense, the sexual connection between us. But the fact is, Luke wants me. He's like, oh, Luke me veut. Luke wants me to do something. What do we do? Luke. Question, Claire. Listen, guys, because this is really, really important grammar. This is a massive stumbling block. Claire, in the sentence, Luke wants me, who's doing the verb?
Luke.
And who's in the way, the verb? Me. Luke wants me. So you can say Luke me veut if it were like Luke wants me. Luke likes me. Who's doing the verb?
Luke.
And I'm just in the way. Luke likes me. Luke wants me. Luke knows me. Who's doing the verb?
Luke.
Luke understands me. Who's doing the verb?
Luke.
Luke, even indirectly, Luke gives me. Who's doing the verb?
He gives me something.
Yeah, but who's doing the verb? Luke gives me. Who's doing the verb? He's sick of Luke giving shit to people. So the fact is, if it's Luke wants me to do, or Luke wants me to use, who's doing the wanting?
Luke.
Who's doing the using or the doing?
Me.
Great. So when you have a sentence like, I want Meghan Markle to no longer be married to Prince Harry. I want you all to understand French grammar. In the sentence, I want you all to understand French grammar, who is doing the wanting?
You.
And who is doing the understanding? Other people.
Yeah.
So when you have this model, although in English it sounds the same, I want her, it's not the same as je la veux or je te veux. It's je veux que, as my beautiful assistant Claire has just reminded you all, and then the second verb. And not that it is every single time, but if you've got person one, their verb, que, person two, their verb, not every single time, but if I had want, need, doubt, fear, impersonal, and emotional on the left-hand side before the que, what, Claire, do I have on the right? I have the
Subjunctive.
thank you. So I want you to use will be I want that you use. I want them to leave. I want that they leave. I want Luke to shut up. I want that Luke shuts up. I want Meghan Markle to crawl back under the hole she came out of and stop destroying the royal family. Opinion, subjective. Opinion, subjective. Not remotely harsh. Notice she's not even coming back. She's not even coming back when that poor boy is coming back to see his family, and that poor little baby, they're not even going to get to see it. My God, Prince Philip.
Was this true in fiction? I don't think so either.
Have you seen the statistics in LA? LA's worse than the UK.
Yeah, I think that,
Yeah, LA's worse than anywhere. LA is like absolutely like, LA is like the hellmouth. Our rate is going right down. Good. So anyway, I want my daughter to be happy. I want that she is happy. All right, and subjunctive. So I want you to use now. Claire, what's the verb to use?
utilize.
Good. So say for me, Luke wants me to use. That would be the same as Luke wants that. No, in English. In English, what's it going to be? Luke wants me to use is going to be the same as Luke wants that.
That I use.
There we go. Off you go. Luke wants me to use. Luke wants me to use my voice. So Luke wants me to use my voice.
Luc veut que l'utiliser.
You've just completely fucking ignored the last 5 minutes.
Sorry.
You've just completely fucking ignored the last 5 minutes. I deliberately made you, in fact, the last 10 seconds. What is Luke wants me to use? Luke, say for that for me in English. Luke wants that.
That I use.
Nah, say that for me. Luke wants.
Luc veut que je fasse, j'ai utilisé. J'utilisais.
Will you stop bloody using infinitives? Good God, it's beneath you. What's the verb to use?
Utiliser.
Nice job. I'll give you one small bit of respect for the fact that you said utilise. What is I use, the short form?
J'utilise.
I should bloody well hope so. Back again. Luke wants me to use my voice.
Luc veut que j'utilisais.
Go the fuck back. You've given me a you've given me an infinitive, and we've just been speaking. People go, Luke is so mean. No, Luke is not mean. Luke is only mean when people he works with and who is told what to do 4 times and keeps doing it the wrong way. Luke wants me to use in French is Luke wants that I use, correct? Give me Luke wants that I use. Go.
Luc veut que je l'utilise.
Stop again. Why must we have this fail? What's the verb to use?
Utilise. Utiliser.
Good job. And the short form is?
J'utilise.
Thank you. Have we agreed utilise?
Utilise.
All cars, calling all cars. Oh, we agreed it's utilise, yes?
Yes.
Good. Luke wants me to use. Luke wants that I use. Go.
Luc veut que j'utilise.
I don't want a sketchy piece of shit. Luke wants that I use. Come on, Claire.
Luc veut que j'utilise.
I don't want that. Luke wants me to use. Luke veut que j'utilise. Go on.
Luc veut que j'utilise.
Stop giving me separate words. Claire Bear, you can go slowly as you fucking want, but you're going to give me a long line. Luke veut que je...
Luc veut que tu l'utilises.
No, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry if you had plans. This is all we're doing. We're not moving on until this is smooth. Say for me, I use. Let's go in reverse. Say for me, I use. Smoothly, I use.
J'utilise.
Good. Now, Papa, that I use before it.
Que je l'utilise.
What? Good God, woman. You're taking j'utilise and you're putting the sound que before it. Fucking go.
Que j'utilise.
Good. Good grief. Lovely. Que j'utilise. Now pop a v before said que. So you've just said que j'utilise. You could have gone que j'utilise. You take as much time as you want. Now pop a v before what you've just done. Go on, you're adding one syllable at a time. Go.
De que j'utilise.
I give up.
Je.
I give up. I'm moving
Sorry.
on. No, there's no such thing as sorry. You're just going to bloody practice that. And you're going to sit on your hands and be ashamed of yourself. And when you think it's better, you can WhatsApp me, Luke veut que j'utilise. Good God. Right. Good. Let's go to where are we? Hang on. Alperen, where are we? Good. I can't see you, but Alperen, where are you? Where are you?
Hello. I'm sorry.
That's good. Good. Brilliant. What's your name?
Alperen.
Nice. Lovely. Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
Okay. The spelling, the pronunciation of your name in French. So is your name?
Yeah, I intentionally wrote it like that.
Yeah. Okay. Because of a gendered thing. Okay. But just so you know, it would be with the ren because of the double ne, as we were talking about today. So it's none of my business how you identify at all. But you understand that you're pronouncing it in a masculine gender.
No, it's the N at the end is an N. So
Yeah.
is there
No.
like nasal sound, right?
No. So, like I said earlier, in today's lesson, ironically, even if it's a double, guys, I'm talking to somebody. Could you just turn your microphones off? Yeah. Even if even if it's a double letter, you still change the previous vowel if there is a vowel after it. So, for example, I am is un. Yeah, like important. Double M, like 2 M's, but with the vowel after it, be immortel, like immortal. Like, there's a good moisturizer which is called crème immortelle. So even the double N, even the double N would not affect that. So it should still be Ren. But that's fine. It's a cool name. But I'm just saying that's how it would be pronounced. Good. Carry on then. So roughly, what's your approximate level in French? Roughly?
A2 maybe.
Okay, good. I mean, let's be honest, you're speaking to us in already another foreign language. Be ashamed, first language English people. Someone's on their third, possibly fourth language. Lovely. Off you go. A2. So say for me, Luke, today it's my first time with you. Luke, today it's my first time with you. Off you go.
Aujourd'hui, c'est ma première fois avec toi.
Good. Now, think in a line. Don't just practice sentences you've got correctly, you've got correct, and then try and join them up. If you think about this, my friend, most of the sentences you're going to say, you're going to be thinking about for the next few months, and then you'll get comfortable. So we can't have you going, So individually, the smoothness on each word was gorgeous, but we can't go, c'est ma première fois avec. I need you to, so I would rather you slow it down and go, c'est ma première fois avec toi. And that would sound better than chug, chug, chug. Incidentally, well done. Notice the pronunciation is premier or première. We don't say pre, it doesn't exist. Right, good. In English, say film premiere, but not in French. So off you go. How old are you? You old enough to drive?
Sorry?
Are you old enough to drive a car?
No, I'm not.
Not yet.
In my country, not.
Okay. Well, basically, when you drive, or I'm sure you've been in a car, obviously, we don't want to go vroom, vroom, because it hurts the back of the neck. The same in French. We don't want to go, c'est ma première. So drive me smoothly. Yeah, drive me smoothly. C'est ma première fois avec toi. Go on.
C'est ma première fois avec toi.
That's nice. Now I'd like you to use a little bit of this pressure here. C'est ma première fois avec toi. Go on.
C'est ma première fois avec toi.
That's nice. So you've got a young voice. It's a very nice voice. It's a very modern voice. You've got a lot of nasal resonant tones, which are very nice for French. Very nice. I also need you to turn on this. I need you to turn this vibration on a little bit as well. Good. Okay. Luke, I have watched your videos many times. I'm guessing. I have watched your videos many times. Off you go.
J'ai regardé tes vidéos.
Now look at me, 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 look at me. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I was talking. Look at me. I don't want you to speed up to the traffic lights and then stop at the traffic lights. So if you have a sentence where you feel, a person can normally feel how much of the sentence they can do. You know if it's a sentence that you know. So don't speed and then think, and now I'll have a little think. So keep an appropriate speed so that we can hear. So in other words, don't have one standard speed of speaking in French. Change your speed according to how difficult you think the sentence is. Got me? I don't want you to keep hurting my neck. My head's got to come off. Off you go. So say for me, I've watched your, but this isn't fair because it's now a second go. So it's not strictly speaking fair for you. It's too easy for you now. But say for me, I've watched your videos many times, not several times, many times.
How do you say many times?
Why don't you try saying something and I'll correct you? I don't fill in gaps. I correct corrections. I don't fill in holes. Well, private life to one side. Go on.
J'ai regardé tes vidéos beaucoup de fois.
Why are we stuck? So look at me. Look at me. Fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it. Don't tell me, Luke, is this right? I want to tell you I'm not sure. 90% of what you guys will guess, if you use the muscle memory technique, you will get right. So don't tell the person you're speaking to that there's a problem. There might not be a problem. It might be perfect. Yeah, j'ai regardé tes vidéos beaucoup de fois. J'ai beaucoup regardé tes vidéos. You know, whatever, you can either use beaucoup de fois before beaucoup de fois, or j'ai beaucoup regardé tes vidéos. Beaucoup is an adverb. Good. Okay. Lovely. Did you say you live in Turkey? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm Turkish. I live in Turkey. Yeah. Off you go. I'm Turkish. I live in Turkey. Off you go.
Je suis turc. J'habite en Turquie.
One more time, and I want a smoothness all the way along.
Je suis turc.
Dum dum. But no, je suis turc et j'habite en Turkey. Go on, caress me. We're speaking. Okay, look at me. I'm going to ask you some questions and you're going to answer in your own language, Okay, you're going to answer as if you were talking to your best friend. As if you were talking to your best friend. Okay. What did you do last night?
I slept.
Good. Okay. What are you going to do after watching this class? The sound is constant. Agreed? What method do you think people are going to use when they speak to you in French? They're not going to take pauses. Pauses are you guys giving yourself a break. And when we speak in French, we are not going to slow down. Okay? So off you go. One more time. I'm Turkish. And if it were, I'm Turkish and, oh, where am I from? People pause when they're thinking what they're going to say. I'm fairly confident you know where you're from. Off you go. I'm Turkish and I live in Turkey. Go.
Je suis turc, j'habite en Turquie.
Lovely. Ankara or which city?
Ordu.
Okay, fine. My mate Susku is
It's a
from...
small city, actually.
No, but my mate Susku is not too far from there. So yeah, she's cool. I have a Turkish friend. She's an actress.
J'ai une amie turque, elle est une actrice.
No, j'ai une amie turque. Elle est actrice, or c'est une actrice. We can use say, I'm talking. There's not, but my God, man, Turkey, where East meets West. Show me some West, show me some manners. Basically, you've got to, all of you, if you've got a person, say or il est for a job. Say if you're treating it like a noun. Luke is a teacher. Luke, so il est professeur or c'est un professeur. Basically, jobs, weirdly, in French, can be adjectives or nouns. I know that's fucked up, but they can be. Good. So you said, I know it. Did your mouth know it? So show, we don't want to know things. We want our mouths to know them. So go again. J'ai une amie turque. C'est une actrice. Do me that version. J'ai une amie turque. C'est une actrice. Go.
J'ai une amie turque, c'est une actrice.
Look at me. Speed is not my priority. Joining is my priority. And I'm talking. And vowel accuracy. Copy me. Is. Close your eyes. Feel where the vibration is. Ease. Repeat it back to me. Good. So I now want you to, when you navigate French, I want you to go on where the vibration is, not what shape your mouth is. Look. U, I, I mean, largely all the vowels are the same mouth shape when we speak. We don't go U, I, A. No. So copy me. Actrice. Good. What happened with you? You got a good level of English, let's be honest. Muscle memory. Your mouth in another language other than your own has said actress. So your muscle memory remembers that. That's good. That is so exciting. That tells me you have a muscle memory. Okay. Sorry, what's this? I'm just here to watch. Don't just come and watch, come and take part. I got my result last week and I got an A star. Your videos helped loads. Well, that's brilliant. Remember, I've got a coffee account, K-O-F-I, Logic Language Learning. By all means, check me in for a coffee. That'd be great, but I'm happy for you. Good. Lovely. Okay. Lovely. She comes from the same region as you. Off you go.
Elle vient de...
Look at Lukey. I don't want to hear the pauses. You can go as slowly as you want. Look at me. Keep the word going until the next word. Elle vient de... Let me explain this because I don't think you fully understand. We're not doing this to make your French sound better. We're doing this for two principal reasons. Firstly, when you do this, you are accessing your muscle memory of speech, not your knowledge of grammar. Your mouth will not access that part of your brain from silence. It needs to access it from speech, okay? Secondly, you are loading your muscle memory. You're teaching your brain these connected words. You're saying, look, sometimes this pathway happens. This word sometimes goes to this word, sometimes goes to this word. It's a neurological pathway. It's the science of language learning. If you go one word at a time, all you're doing is teaching your brain that that word can exist on its own and that word can exist on its own. It really makes learning a language take a lot longer. All right. Join. James Weller, ¿qué pasa? Wrong language. Do you know what I mean? Wrong language. Esto es hispanohablante, but not now. Okay, good. Off you go. So, off you go. Yeah. Soy hispanohablante. So, off you go. Off you go. So back at me. So just say for me. Say for me. My friend Turkey, she's from your region. My friend Susku, she's from your region. Just give me that. My friend Susku, she's from your region.
I can't understand the name you say after my friend.
She's Turkish. Susku. Yeah, she's from your region. Susku.
Okay. Mon ami Susku,
No, is that what I want to read? Look at me. You've worked out your little game in life. This is your personality at school. Polite, sometimes funny, I imagine. Kind of, clever, does a good homework, and people like you. You've worked out how to be you. You've worked out how you're going to nod, tuck your hair behind the ears, and basically pretend that you're listening. You have a damn good brain, but you don't listen. I'll say it again. When you speak in French, keep the words going. Don't stop. Take as long as you want. Don't stop. Do you understand what I've just said? You're too talented to make this last longer because you're not doing what I'm telling you. Go again. Whatever words you are saying, even if you're trying to think of the grammar, keep it going, all connected and slowly. Got me? Go. My friend, but moving on, because this isn't, you need a new sentence to do it with. Don't pause. Think on the previous word. I won't say it a third time. Go. Lovely. Luke, there are lots of people who come here from many countries. Luke, there are lots of people who come here from many countries.
Il y a beaucoup de gens qui viennent de beaucoup de pays.
Look at me. Join your shit and slow it down. Join it and slow it. I don't want pause, pause. I want you to get, trust me, I want you to be like, putain, il y a beaucoup de gens qui viennent de plusieurs pays. I want that for you. I want that for you. I want that for you. But fucking trust me, let me do my job. Stop ignoring me. Don't be so bloody Turkish. Don't be so pig-headed. Bloody do what I'm telling you. Say for me, slowly, the sentences I'm giving you. The sentence there, you've missed your chance. Il y a beaucoup de gens qui viennent, plural, viennent de plusieurs pays. Il y a beaucoup de gens qui viennent de beaucoup de pays. Next sentence. Next sentence. I don't want you to race and then pause. Do I have to say it a fifth time? Go. All right. I love to listen to all your accents. I love to listen to all your accents. Go. No, look, stop. Right, put your hand on your voice. Make one long note for me, my friend. Just go, Right, now listen. French is like a gas. Once you turn on the gas, it's going to keep coming. So if you're not ready for the next word, j'aime écouter, keep the previous word going. Or say, but keep noise. You're going, j'aime écouter, pause. I don't want pauses. Sixth time I'm telling you. Let's see if we can get it under 10. Off you go. I like to listen, or I love to listen to your accents. Off you go. I like to listen to your accents. Go, same sentence. Don't pause. Don't stop the voice. Don't stop the voice. You don't listen. I've got your number. No, but you no, number one. No. Excuse me. Number one, you don't listen because you keep interrupting, and number two, that wasn't the sentence I said. My sentence was, you watch this back, it'll be on YouTube. I love to listen to your accents. That was my sentence. Your brain came up with toutes tes videos or some crap like that. I never said it, my friend. One more time, third time. You don't listen. Damn good brain doesn't listen. Linguists listen. You're too talented to not crack this shit. Off you go. I listen. I love to listen to your accents. Off you go. I love to listen to your accents. Slowly, smoothly, don't race, go.
J'aime écouter
There's a pause.
tes accents.
No,
There was a small pause.
there was not a small pause, Alperien. There was a long pause. And also, you didn't keep the voice going. Trust me, you will not do it your way. It will take you a long time. Also, tes accents is wrong. How do you say your accents? To plural people, how do you say your accents?
Votre.
No,
Vos accents.
vos accents. Vos accents. And even if it were votre, it wouldn't be votre accent, it would be votre accent. We join it together, all right? Don't say yes because you got it wrong. Oh my God, so Turkish. I love it, but I hate them. They are so pig-headed. Keep being you. I don't like people to all be the same in the world. But my God, bloody listen. Bloody listen. All right, good. Move on. It's clear you have a talent for languages, but you need to modify your method. It's clear that you have a talent for languages, but you need to modify your method. Go. Slowly.
How can I say it's
Don't look at me. Every time I explain something to you, you tell me, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And now when there's something you don't know, you want to ask, what do I say? I don't give people French. I correct bad French. Go round it. Go round.
c'est
How would you say it's obvious?
in French?
Yes, because I teach French. Well, amongst other languages. Say
I don't know how to say it's obvious.
for me, I can see.
Je peux voir.
There you go, same point. Don't be addicted to the words I'm giving you. The words are the idea. Fine. Hear a phrase, go, I don't know that word. But words are often, there's many ways of saying the same thing anyway. I'm used to doing this kind of work. J'ai l'habitude de faire ce genre de travail. Je suis habitué à faire ce genre de travail. Yeah? You know, there's different ways of saying the same thing. Go round the situation. Go round it. If you don't know how to say something, you cannot stop. You cannot go, oh, can I just ask a question? Not in France. Ask me, ask a teacher, go home, Google it, WhatsApp yourself, later, oh, I must check this. Fine, but not in the situation. So, in other words, you could have said, je peux voir, c'est évident, c'est bien clair. Yeah? Yeah? Okay? All right? So, don't stop. Go round. Yeah? Off you go. Moving on. Yeah. So just say for me, you need to modify your methods. Plural, your method, singular. You need to modify your method. That's me talking to you. You need to modify your method.
I made a mouse. Il te faut
No. So,
tu dois.
oi! Fucking manners. Shut the fuck up. Listen. Good. I like you, but I will not. I'm trying to help you. Right. Listen. Right. Good. So you've got it. So the knowledge part of Alperien's brain knows in no short list, il faut que, il te faut, il faut, probably has come across besoin, probably has come across doit, hasn't said them all in a line and therefore can't join. You've just demonstrated, and I take zero pleasure, although it's useful for you guys, I take zero pleasure in that happening. But what you've shown me is you need to start saying, okay, I need you to make me one promise. Only practice repeating French when it crosses across a whole thought. Don't practice saying anything less than a thought. You need the muscle memory of what comes next to what. Don't practice individual words. Your accent's largely okay. It's very nice. So you don't need to practice less than a whole thought. Let me tell you why. Il faut can be followed by an infinitive. Il faut parler. It can be followed by a que, which would go into a subjunctive. Il faut que plus a person. I'm talking. You say yes, but you've just got it wrong. So really cut the arrogance out because you've just got it wrong. Okay? Il faut with il me faut can be followed by a noun, not ideally with a verb. For me, it's a little bit southern and a bit provincial to say il me faut partir. It's much better French to say il faut que je parte. So I need to change my method. Il faut is fine. il faut changer ma méthode, and it would be obvious you were talking about yourself. Or if you wanted to, although it would be a little bit heavy, il faut que je change ma méthode. Or il me faut une nouvelle méthode. But j'ai besoin de changer ma méthode. So what I normally teach people is, if you are using the word need, and obviously you don't need to go off English in your own brain, you might be thinking from the idea, the picture, the feeling, because you're obviously thinking in Turkish. So the point is, I need with a verb, j'ai besoin de, plus verb. I need with a noun, like I need a drink. Stick to il me faut. Just for the moment, that will help you. So I need a drink, il me faut quelque chose à boire. I need to buy a drink. J'ai besoin d'acheter quelque chose à boire. For the moment, that will help you. That will stop you drifting into the wrong one, right? And keep il faut que or il faut to more neutral sentences like it's necessary to go to school. If you're, il faut aller à l'école. So if you hear need, verbs, use besoin. So I need to finish. J'ai besoin de finir. Yeah? Fine. Il faut que je finisse. And all of these kinds of things exist, but they are a little bit formal in this context. So besoin for verbs with need, and il faut, or il me faut, sorry, plus a noun. I need a spoon. Yeah, il me faut une cuillère. I need to find a spoon. J'ai besoin de trouver une cuillère. That is what I want you to get into your mouth. All right? Good. Lovely. Okay. What's this? Griffin Nesfield. Luc est le Gordon Ramsay de la langue française. Yes, but he's fucking efficient and he saves restaurants that were about to go under. Good. Keep going. Lovely. Good. So keep going. Yeah. So how would you say? How do you say I need to modify my method? How would you say that? I need to modify my method.
J'ai besoin de modifier ma méthode.
Gorgeous. Now what I'd like you to do is practice a version of it with see, when you listen and we do things, we can progress. I need you to practice a version without kings and queens. So kings and queens, when I say we have one word in a sentence which is like ta-da, or another word which is like slightly less. I'm not saying who's in charge, the king or the queen. But the fact is, just for me, try as an exercise saying it. J'ai besoin de modifier ma méthode. Try saying it with no interest on the sentence. And then pop in one interest word. Oui, j'ai besoin de modifier ma méthode. Yeah, that's what you're going to hear from most French speakers, particularly male, particularly straight, particularly working class. So fine, there are other groups that will be like, oui, j'ai besoin de modifier ma méthode. But what I'm saying is they're not the people that you'll have a problem with. What makes French difficult is when people join the whole sentence, no pause, and that they don't have interest on every word. So if you're getting a little bit advanced, find a sentence, remove all the interest from it. So Luke's asked me to do it several times. Luc m'a demandé de le faire plusieurs fois. Luc m'a demandé de le faire plusieurs fois. There's the narrative, there's the story. Luc m'a demandé de le faire plusieurs fois. Try saying it without, you could go slowly, Luc m'a demandé de le faire plusieurs fois. Try saying it without any interest on the sentence. Then pop in one choice of interest. Is it Luc m'a demandé de le faire plusieurs fois, or Luc m'a demandé de le faire plusieurs fois, or Luc m'a demandé de le faire plusieurs fois? There's a very good video called, if you type in the word stress into my channel, it tells you which words to stress. Don't stress too many words. Don't go, Luc m'a demandé de le faire plusieurs fois, because basically your ear will get used to this hyper interested way of speaking. And then when some guy says to you, alors oui, je t'ai demandé de venir, you'll be like, I didn't get that. So in other words, it's good. It's joined. Well done. But to push yourself, practice it without any kings and queens, and then practice it with one. Do you understand me? Good. Moving on. I want you to be able to do it. I want you to be able to do it. Off you go. I want you to be able to do it.
Je veux que tu le réussisses.
Pause. Again, fragments. You'll be fine. You've just got to practice joining up. So look at me. You would do very well from a video which is called 14 ways to say the word could. 14 ways to say the word could. Because there are multiple ways to say can. Je peux, with a skill, je sais. Altarienne, c'est parler en français. He knows that to speak French. Réussir à, arriver à. So you need to complete something rather than going, oh yeah, a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that. You're the kind of guy that in a class, the teacher would go, now, how do we say this? And you'd go, and the teacher would prematurely go, well done, that's right. And then the teacher would stand up in front of you all and go, no, and then you'd all practice. You need to practice recall of whole ideas, not just individual words. So in other words, I want you to be able to do it. Je veux que tu, let's just use pouvoir. I want you to be able to do it. Off you go. I want you to be able to do it. That's very sweet of you, Jessica. Je veux, I want you to be able to do it. Je veux.
Je veux que tu le pouvoir.
No. Pause. So listen to Auntie Lukey. As poor Claire got grilled, what comes after je veux plus a que? The subjunctive. Yes? If you don't understand the subjunctive, go and watch the videos on the subjunctive. But what is the subjunctive of the verb pouvoir? Any ideas, my friend? Puisse. So could you say for me, I want you to be able to do it?
Je veux que tu le puisses.
No, in any way, shape or form. I'm talking. You don't get to speak when I'm explaining, or fuck off. I want you to be able to do it. Say for me, normally, you can do it. Off you go. Say you can do it. Tu, without any subjunctive, just normally you can do it. Tu
peux faire ça.
Yeah, but that's a bit peasant French. Tu peux
le faire.
Good. So say that for me. So pause. Listen. Your number one secret weapon, not me, saying a sentence smoothly. Is the sentence you can do it a complete sentence? Is that a complete sentence? No. Shh. You can do it. Is that a normal sentence? Yeah, of course it is. Go on, you can do it. That's a normal sentence. Is that a normal sentence? Yeah. We might be able to use it as part of another sentence, but does you can do it make sense on its own? Yeah? Agreed? So practice it in one go. Just say to me, tu peux le faire.
Tu peux le faire.
Smoothly and again, tu peux le faire.
Tu peux le faire.
Good. We don't want you using this. We want you using this. Okay. Good. So now say to me, tu peux le faire.
Tu peux le faire.
Good. Now, I want you to be able to do it. Je veux
que tu puisses le faire.
Good. Now say it again, joining every word up, and I don't want excessive kings and queens. Yeah, you know what I mean by that? Up you go.
Je veux que tu puisses le faire.
That was identical. Je veux que tu puisses le faire. Say it for me with no kings and queens. Do you remember the explanation of that? I'll know if you were listening. Say it for me with no kings and queens. Go on.
Je veux que tu puisses le faire.
That was identical. That was literally a carbon copy. So this is where I find out that Alperien doesn't listen. Listen to Auntie Lukey. No kings and queens means flat, no interest, all joined up. Possibly even faster than you want to even practice. Je veux que tu puisses le faire. In other words, you are preparing yourself for the kind of voices you guys are going to come across. Say to me, je veux que tu puisses le faire. If you want a dumb way of doing it, my friend, just go la, 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 all on the same notes. Je veux que tu puisses le faire. Go on. Like a monk. Je veux que tu puisses le faire. Go on.
Je veux que tu puisses le faire.
Gorgeous. Now join it up. Now, soften the mouth. Je veux que tu puisses le faire. Make it messy. Make it messy. Je veux que tu puisses le faire.
Je veux que tu puisses le faire.
Good man. That's the best French I've heard from you all bloody day. Lovely. Now. Pop one bit of interest in. Ouais, je veux que tu puisses le faire. Je veux que tu puisses le faire. Or je veux que tu puisses le faire. It's up to you. All I'm saying is don't get used, all of you, to doing too much. Good. One more, then I'm going to have to go. Hang on, I just need to respond to somebody who's messaged me. Yep. That's good. That's good. Somebody's just said, do I want Meghan Markle professionally killed? I'm joking. Violence is wrong. Death is wrong. Killing is evil. I genuinely believe that. Good. Or they touch my fucking kid and I will end you myself. Right, carrying on. Lovely. I want you to do it. Je veux que tu puisses le faire. Okay. How would you say I want to be able to do it? Like, imagine you were talking to yourself. Say, Luke, I want to be able to do it. How would you say that?
Je veux être trash.
What's the verb?
I'm
Oi!
able to do it.
Oi! Turkey, shush. Explanation coming your way. Listen, I love teaching you, but my God, 50% of the work we do is you just not concentrating properly. Right. I want to be able to. What is the verb to be able to?
Réussir.
Réussir à? No, the number one choice is pouvoir. Now, as a second language English speaker, listen, as a second language English speaker, this is interesting. I can, is a visitation from like Middle Saxon, like a Germanic language, like, you know, that's where we've got can from. The infinitive, there's no such verb as to can, is there? It's a little bit like must, which again is another visitation from kind of, you know, like that European, Germanic, Saxon, Teutonic kind of influence on English. So, you know, we've still got that in German. So basically, they are basically alternatives in the present tense for the verb to have to and to be able to. So no one says, so you can say, I am able to, or I can. I have to, or I must. Yeah, there's obviously subtleties between the two of them that first language English speakers would know. But in other words, the verb to be able to is pouvoir. Yeah, that's the infinitive. Good. Je peux, tu peux, il peut, nous pouvons, vous pouvez, il peut. Peuvent, as our friend has just given us, puisse. All right. So say, I want you to be able to do it. No, I apologize. I want to be able to do it. I want to be able to do it. Go.
Je veux.
Why am I pausing? I want to be able to do it.
Ah,
Slow down. Go. I want.
je veux que.
No. So we've learned a new trick, people. Side note, this is what we do with so. It's not done to use the subjunctive for the same person either side of que. So for example, I am happy that you're here. Je suis content que tu sois là. Je suis content que vous soyez là. I'm happy that I'm here. Je suis content d'être ici. So with the same person, we say a D and an infinitive. Notice this is how we do so. I'm doing this, so somebody else, pour que, plus subjunctive. I'm doing it so my Turkish friend can improve, you know, their French. You know. Je le fais pour que mon ami turc puisse, whatever, améliorer leur français. That's fine. If I say I'm doing it so that I can improve my French, imagine I was saying that. Alors moi, je le fais pour améliorer. I'm going to Paris to see my family. Je vais à Paris pour voir ma famille. I'm going to Paris so you can see my family. Je vais à Paris pour que tu puisses voir ma famille. So or so that, it depends whether the next person is the different person after the que. So I'm happy you're doing the work. Je suis content que tu fasses le travail. I'm happy you're doing the work. You know, que vous fassiez le travail. I'm happy that I'm doing the work. You don't say je suis content que je fasse le travail. You say je suis content de faire le travail. Good. I need to go. You've got 2 more sentences. Make them good. I forgot to remove my coat for the lesson. I forgot to remove my coat this lesson. Off you go.
J'ai oublié de déshabiller.
Pause. I like how much vocab you've got. You've got small nuggets. You must only practice full sentences. Promise me. It's a way. Your talent is for memory. We need to turn your talent for memory into memory of phrases. Because with all due respect, you've always got something in the right area, but not the correct answer. And so we need to correct this wrong. Because, you know, you've got to, so you need a combination of your intellectual memory. Oh, yeah, So, for example, to dress, je porte, whatever, je porte un manteau, je porte un blouson, whatever, Je porte, je m'habille, je me déshabille, whatever. So you can't déshabiller quelque chose. You just déshabille. So I need to get undressed, but that would be like, the whole thing. So j'ai besoin de, I don't want to take everything off. So in other words, I need to take off enlever. The verb to put on, mettre. So you might go, but Luke, I'm sure I've heard habiller, like j'ai besoin de m'habiller. That's to get dressed. So that's the general thing. You're not mentioning clothes. So all of this is intellectual, but you know what? Just don't overthink it. Just say, right, practice these sentences. Copy me, copy me, copy me, copy me. Match my voice. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'll close it as well so you don't feel stupid. Close your eyes. I'll close it. I'll close them. Close your eyes. Match my voice on vibration. Match my voice on vibration. Je porte un pull-over noir. Je porte un pull-over noir.
Can you repeat it?
Good honesty. Je porte un pull-over noir.
Je porte un pull.
Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. You cannot only listen to words that you understand. I've got a friend from, let's say, Nigeria called Mr. Whatever. Go man. Just say go man. Just say go. Just give some random word. Just say go man van. Just say go man van.
Go man van.
There you go. Now you copied that beautifully. Why? Because you thought it was a name and you didn't give a shit what it meant. Imagine every French sentence you listen to is a name. This is a good trick actually because it makes you pronounce things smoothly. So if you're struggling to say a sentence quickly, just imagine the word Mr. is before it. Yeah. So in other words, copy the sounds I make and don't give a fuck if you understand it. Promise me. Say for me, un pull-over. Just copy the sounds. Un pull-over.
Un pull-over.
Copy the sounds. Who gives a shit if you understand? Je chie dans mon slip. Je chie dans mon slip.
Je chie dans mon slip.
Nice. It means I cack my pants. I shit in my underwear. There you go. But the fact is you copied me beautifully. Okay, good. So you don't need comprehension to copy. Good. Copy me. Je porte un pull-over noir. The whole sentence. Je porte un pull-over noir. Listen to the rhythm. Listen to the length. Listen to the sound. Imagine it. Excuse me, Mr. Je porte un pull-over noir. Mr. Je porte un pull-over noir. Could you give me the sentence? Je porte un pull-over noir. Go.
Je porte un. Je porte un.
Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay. Je porte un pull-over noir. Good. Je me suis habillé ce matin. Listen to the sentence as a whole. Who gives a shit whether you don't understand it? Je me suis habillé ce matin. Je me suis habillé ce matin.
Je me suis habillé ce matin.
Good. Whether you get it completely correct or not, it needs to match my rhythm. All right? Okay. J'ai mis un t-shirt. J'ai mis un t-shirt.
J'ai mis un t-shirt.
Good lad. Okay. So we've got to put on clothes is mettre when you mention the clothing. So, you know, I put on some socks. J'ai mis, whatever, quelques chaussettes. I took off when you mention the clothing. J'ai enlevé. Luke, take your top off. Enlève ton t-shirt. Okay. Habiller, reflexive. You know, so je vais m'habiller when you put clothes on, but you don't say the name of the clothes. It's just general get dressed. Habillez-vous, on est en retard. Get dressed, we're late. Okay. Déshabiller when you, again, reflexive, if necessary, because you can undress someone else as well, you know. The fact is, déshabiller, reflexive or otherwise, is when some clothes are taken off and we don't mention what the clothes are. And porter is when they are already on our back. And again, that has clothes. So mettre, we mention the clothes to put on. Enlever, we mention the clothes to take off. Porter, we mention the clothes to say that they're on our body. S'habiller, to get dressed, no mention of clothes. Se déshabiller, to remove the clothes, no mention of clothes. But all of these are in Alparienne's little file in the same place. So we need sentences like, whatever, Luke's going to put on some jeans. Luc va mettre un jean. Luc va enlever un jean. Luc porte un jean. Luc va s'habiller. You know, Luc vient de se déshabiller. You need an appropriate sentence. So source your French well, whether it's coming from me, whether it's coming from anybody else. Don't practice individual words. It is beneath you. It is beneath you. Only practice a whole sentence in one go. Only a whole thought. What is a thought? Final thought, guys. If your thought is, I'm thirsty, I am thirsty, actually. J'ai soif. Fine, that is your thought. So practice saying j'ai soif. In one go, j'ai soif. If your thought is, I'm thirsty because I haven't had a drink, I haven't drank anything since whatever, 8 o'clock. If that was your thought, j'ai soif parce que j'ai rien bu depuis 20 heures. That's your thought. J'ai soif parce que j'ai rien bu depuis 20 heures. Practice the length of your thought. If it was, I'm thirsty because I forget to drink, practice the length of your thought, and then the French will stick with you. Good. Good. Pleasure working with you. Good, good, good. Listen, listen like a fucking motherfucker. Listen, 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 listen. Don't give me little bits of information. Join it all together. You've got to start using your linguistic memory, not your intellectual memory. I'm not like a subject. I'm not like, which emperor of the Ottoman Empire between this century and this century? No, that's a different part of the brain. You've got to access your skill set part of the brain, your language center. Yeah, it's different. It's different. You can be good at both, of course. Of course. You know, you're all here because you're clever people. You want to learn a language, right? You've got to do it properly. It'd be a real waste of your talent if you don't do that. Good. I really strongly, I don't use these classes will always be free. You are very welcome to buy me a coffee if you go to. Let me find you the link. Let me find you the coffee link. It's very, I'm massively appreciate a coffee. It's very, very nice. You can buy me a coffee on the coffee link, but you don't have to. That's you know, that's a free. But in your particular case, you know, I really strongly recommend that you contact me and just try and do one. Try and do one, just get one class, like, you know, just to sort out what's going on with your voice on in one. And I could just leave you to watch all of my videos, copying properly. You'll be absolutely fine up. Just when I'm doing that. So I've typed it there. So for those of you that are watching, how perfect. So just the connection goes unstable. If you want to contribute as a donation, you know, this runs on coffee. All right. Good. I'm not being mean, as anybody that knows me knows. The tougher I am with somebody, the more I believe in what they're capable of doing. Do you absolutely understand that? Yes? I don't want you to be like, oh, Luke was mean with me. Do you understand why I'm so motivated with you? I see so much potential, but you need to fucking stop interrupting people, start listening to people, and join your words up. Agreed? Good. Good, good, good. Good. Look forward to speaking with you soon. All right, guys, loads of love. Thank you. Sorry, those of you that turned up late. See you soon. Bye-bye, guys.